The main reason why you still don't have the level of success that you really, really desire is that at a subconscious level, you don't actually want to have more success and more freedom. In this video, I really want to go deep on how you actually need to rewire your mind to create the level of success and freedom that you want. So I have 3 things that I want to talk about, and these are going to be deep-rooted mindset shifts. This is not any surface level, like, let's be positive kind of stuff. We're going deep here. So I hope you're ready. Welcome back. I really wanted to jump on and talk to you today about freedom in your online business and what that actually means. You've probably seen the people who are just on a tropical island, living up the life, and money is just coming in. And their core messaging around that is, hey, I don't work, but I make tons of money in my online business. And then you see the people on the other end of the spectrum who maybe were triggered by that. And their messaging is, hey, you can go to a tropical island, but you need to work your ass off to get there. And while both get to be true, both also don't have to be true for you. And so I wanted to talk about this today because there is a big, big difference behind going on a holiday or just having more freedom or living your life and feeling this anxiety or this overwhelm or the burnout that comes with, oh my gosh, I have to work, I have to keep up, I have to stay ahead of the curve, I have to stay ahead of my competitors. There is so much guilt and anxiety behind that versus going on a holiday, being on the beach, living your life, and just wanting to work because you are so lit up by it, but also knowing that you don't have to because you have the systems, the processes, the longevity set up in your business where if you want to go and take a 3-month holiday and not open your computer or your phone once, that your business still gets to operate without you. So what I wanted to talk to today is, while you do need to put in the intentional work to create that level of success and the level of freedom that you want, you also get to opt into the idea that your version of success gets to be illogical. Like, we get to create whatever version of success that we want. And so the first thing that I wanted to touch on is making sure you decide exactly what your dream life looks like. If you don't want to open your laptop while you're on your holiday, then don't. You don't have to. If you want to, then amazing, you can as well. Like, there are no rules. And I think so many people put out things that are so black and white, but there is like all of the colors of the beautiful rainbow that you get to play with when it comes to building your own business. Like, that is the beauty of having your own business, is you literally get to choose and create and craft something that either has never even been done before or that just ticks all of your boxes. You do not have to choose success or freedom. And so this was something that I experienced for so long. I thought that the only way to success, because, you know, a girl dreams big, was to hustle and do more, like more output, more content, more strategies, more marketing, more clients, more everything. And I had a million things on my to-do list, but that was not the way that I wanted to work. And it was the quickest route to burnout that I could have ever imagined or created for myself. Like, I was my own worst enemy. And I just did not understand how logically I could reach my big goals and have more freedom. Like, it just made no sense, because usually if you want more success, you have less freedom. Like, this is how society has been built for so long, like generations. And we need to rewire entire generations worth of thinking, doing, being, and how we run our business. It is no small task, right? But you can do it when you are intentional. So in this video, I really want to go deep on how you actually need to rewire your mind to create the level of success and freedom that you want. That is your definition of success. So first, we actually really do need to do the inner mindset work to create that level of success now. You don't have to wait for one day when magically like all the things just fit together and like freedom and success drop in your lap. You get to create that right now, and you have the power to literally create whatever it is that you want out of your life and your business. So being able to have space in your days and weeks to allow you to literally choose what you want to do. Do you want to work because you're so lit up by it? Do you want to sit on the couch and binge like Netflix? Do you want to go to the beach every single morning? Do you want to go on a 3-month holiday with your family or friends and just be so present? This doesn't just happen by working less. And these days, I have so much space in my calendar, like so much. I looked at my daily screen time yesterday and it was like 3 to 4 hours on the days that I worked. And the rest of the time I am living my life. But it did not happen by chance. First, I had to decide that that was the reality I wanted to create. Because if we cannot even imagine what we want to achieve, then it's going to be very hard for our brain to create that picture, to then know how to take action, to think in a certain way. Like all of it starts with having the vision and being super, super clear on what that looks like to you. So once we've got that vision, then we get to go deep into the mindset, because I'm sure you felt this where you say, okay, new year, new me, new month, new week, whatever it is, I'm so ready to have less burnout. I'm so ready to work less and create more. And then weeks and months and days go by and you feel like you're just still stuck in the hustle of your business. Like, you know, the times where you try and go to the beach or watch your favorite show or just chill the hell out, and you just feel this overwhelming sense of guilt in your body, or even anxiety that you should be working, or oh my gosh, if I'm relaxing, then I'm not achieving my goals, and all of the thoughts that can be coming up in our minds. Maybe you even have told yourself, all right, today I am going to finish work at 2 p.m. I'm going to do 4 hours and then that is it. And then it's like 7 p.m. and you're still on your damn computer and you probably haven't even had lunch. So we don't magically just hit this level of success and then have more freedom. Because when you think about it, actually, the more success you create, the more money you now manage, the more responsibility you have, the more clients or customers perhaps. You have so much more exposure to judgment, criticism, all of the things. And so if you don't sort it out now in terms of how you think and your mindset and the deeper subconscious ways that your brain is working, then the more success you create, the more unsafe it feels. So you actually get to rewire your mind right now. Because do you honestly believe that if you keep doing things the way you've always done them, the way you're currently doing it, that you're going to just end up where you want to be? Just try a little bit harder. Just spend a little bit more time and magically you get there. It doesn't work like that. Because the thing is, nothing changes if nothing changes. The only way to get a different result is by doing things differently. And when we think about it, our brain is literally in charge of everything that happens in our body, in our world, in our external environment. It's a way we think, because the way we think influences the way we act, the way we show up, the actions that we take, which then creates the outcomes and results and experience that we get to have. So it starts here. It doesn't start with a strategy or something external to you, because all of this, the guilt, the anxiety, the constant telling myself I'm going to work less, but then I end up working way more, this is all happening subconsciously. And so you're likely not even aware of how your mindset is affecting the way that you create results in your business and that you create the freedom in your life. So even though you keep telling yourself consciously that success and freedom is coming, it's like, cool, I've got a goal, I've got a plan, it's coming, you're still not there yet. And you don't get to step into your highest version of you when you're busy just justifying the behavior or even flat out ignoring it. So, what I want to do in this session is really for you to see yourself for where you're at right now and be brutally honest. Not just seeing the parts that you want to see, but all of you. Because when you think about it, it's like a GPS. You cannot get to the end destination without entering your current destination into the maps. So if you want to attract anything in your life, in your business, you need to set the standard and become it yourself. So I have 3 things that I want to talk about, and these are going to be deep-rooted mindset shifts. This is not any surface level, like let's be positive kind of stuff. We're going deep here. So I hope you're ready. So number 1, the main reason why you still don't have the level of success that you really, really desire is that at a subconscious level, you don't actually want to have more success and more freedom. Consciously, your mind was probably like, yeah, whatever, Jess. Like, that is bullshit. Of course, I want more freedom and success. Who doesn't? But if we think about the role of the subconscious mind, it is what is keeping your heart beating without you having to think about, like, I wouldn't even know how to consciously do that, right? I don't know the instructions to do that. It is just happening on autopilot. And so the role of the subconscious mind is to literally keep you safe, to keep you alive. So your subconscious is actually gaining so many benefits from keeping you stuck in hustle and burnout, or just overworking, or not creating the level of success that you want, because when it can predict the future, when it can predict what you need, it is so much easier to keep you safe. It knows what to expect. And so staying in hustle mode is so much safer than stepping into the unknown, even if the unknown means less stress, more fun, more vibrancy, more relaxation, all of the stuff that we actually know is going to be beneficial to our health. But our subconscious knows exactly how much cortisol and adrenaline you need right now to keep you going in hustle mode. It knows exactly how to operate. It knows that your biggest desire or your biggest fear is to create success. So it knows that if it keeps you in hustle mode, you get to feel that sense of, I'm working towards my goal, without never actually having to stop and say, am I actually getting closer? When you're busy, you actually don't have to sit with your emotions. You don't have to feel what you got to feel. There are so many benefits that your subconscious is gaining from keeping you stuck in this hustle. And it's only when we can start to identify what are the benefits that my subconscious might be gaining. Because logically, consciously, we're like, well, I'm gaining no benefits from being stuck in hustle mode. But I just named a whole bunch around why your subconscious would see it as a great time. So that is why no matter how hard you try consciously to work less, guilt sets in. It's like an alarm bell that is like, hey, I'm going to make you feel guilty or anxious right now, so you better get your butt back up and start working. Your nervous system freaks out because it is like, holy shit, what is going on? Like, why is my heart so slow? I remember when I started my personal development journey and really rewiring from the hustle, because I was deep in the hustle, running 5 businesses at once. It was a lot. And I remember going on a trip with my partner and there was no phone service. It was in nature. It was just beautiful. And I was like, why does my heart feel so slow right now? Like, it is alarming to me. And what I realized was that my body was so used to being in a heightened state of adrenaline, of hustle, of burnout. And that's pretty crazy that even my conscious mind got on board and it was like, why is my heart so slow? What is going on? So the benefits of predictability are undeniable. So the first thing you need to do is start to look at your behavior. Where are you self-sabotaging? Where are you maybe doing things that you would prefer not to do? Where are you stuck in the hustle or creating habits that are not necessarily serving you or that you don't want to be doing? And look at where you're self-sabotaging in those ways. And then once we can start to look at the behavior, we can start to ask ourselves, what benefits is my subconscious gaining from doing this? And it's only when we can target that. So if we realize that, okay, my subconscious, and now it's going to be a ton of things, so I would choose one to focus on to start with. But if it is, my subconscious is gaining so much benefits because on a physiological level, it knows how fast I beat my heart, the cortisol, the adrenaline, all of that. Then what you need to do is sit in the discomfort of being still, is regulating your nervous system, is working on all of those things that can sort out yourself on a physiological level to create a new level of safety in that. If it is that, okay, if I create more success, I have a fear around judgment, criticism, hatred, getting cancelled, whatever it is, then you get to dig deeper into that, and we can do like shadow work and limiting beliefs and all of that fun stuff. And we get to fix it at the core. Because here's the thing, if we just look to find more motivation or get more disciplined or write a better to-do list or just like go a little bit harder, that is not going to work. That is slapping a band-aid on like a deeper rooted issue. But so many people are talking about motivation or avoiding procrastination. But when we look at it, underneath procrastination is a benefit that your subconscious is gaining. It goes way, way deeper. And this is what I said. This is not some surface level mindset session, right? We're going deep right now. And this is something that I work deep with my one-on-one clients on because, again, it's going to go so much deeper and it is so personal to each person as well, your experiences, your business, all of that. But this is going to help you really start to dig into where you are potentially self-sabotaging. Number 2 is that you keep blaming external reasons and you haven't actually owned the fact that you have the power to create the success and the freedom that you want. To believe that you don't have to sit on your damn laptop when you're at the damn beach. How often have you said to yourself, when I have more time, when I spend a bit more time, then I'll create the level of success, then I can have more freedom? When have you said, okay, if I have more money, then I can do X, Y, Z and hire someone and then I'll have more freedom? Maybe you've said to yourself, I just need better strategies. Or one that I hear a lot from mums is, oh, it's my kids, I've got to spend time with my kids, so I can't create the level of success and freedom that I want. Maybe you've even said, my audience, I need a better audience. I need better clients because when I have better clients, then they'll pay me more and then I can create success and freedom. But I want to be real with you. If you want to create your version of dreamy, illogical success, it is not going to happen as long as you blame external things to you. It is only when you say, I have all of the power within me. I get to decide that I can spend time with my kids and create huge success and have the freedom that I want. I've recently worked with a client who is a single mother of 6 kids. I think they are all under like 10 years old. A single mom of 6 kids. And she not only is running like 2-3 businesses that are doing incredibly well, I helped her to create more freedom in the way that she was running her businesses. And she now is going to the beach on solo walks. She is now going for like the most beautiful, magnificent hikes. And she makes it happen because she said, I have the power. As long as we blame the things external to us, we actually don't have to take ownership and take action. But it gets to be really, really powerful when we take back our own power and make the shifts. If you're blaming your strategies or your audience or your clients, then you're actually projecting that onto them. And people often show up in your world in the way that you assume they would. If you always assume that someone is going to be flaky, won't pay your prices, then it is going to be a different energy that you're talking to them with, that you're showing up with. And quite often it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Whereas if you go in and you say, my audience are already empowered enough to buy from me. My audience are already have the money and the resources to pay me what my prices are. It is going to actually start to attract the clients and the people that can pay that. So take back your power and start deciding that you can have that level of success right now. And sometimes there is going to be obviously strategy behind the scenes that we get to do because I always work with deep mindset combined with strategy. But today I just really wanted to go deep on the mindset. So we'll talk about strategy in another session. So number 3 that we need to seriously shift is that you're holding on to the idea that more success equals more work. And so even if consciously you're like, hey, I've seen Jess has created more success with less work. I know that people in this world are creating more success and more work. So on a conscious level, you're like, cool, I know that I can create more success with less work, more freedom, all of that good stuff. But at a subconscious, deep-rooted level, there is likely a deeper belief or deeper rule that you have created on a subconscious level where you still are holding on to even the tiniest piece where you believe that in order to get more success, you have to work more. Or when you have more success, you have to work more to keep up with it. And that's going to be very, very scary. And going back to point number 1 around the benefits that our subconscious mind gains, your subconscious is then going to avoid success like the damn plague. It is going to run the opposite direction because if you are already super capped, you are already on the verge of burnout or even just like a tiny bit, right? Maybe you're nowhere near burnout yet, but you are just like, holy shit, I do not want to burn out. I've either been there before or I'm on the verge of it. Then that's going to add a whole nother level because your subconscious again is like, okay, right now I'm on the verge of burnout. Any extra work, I'm like almost going to overflow this cup right now. Like any extra work, pressure, stress, and everything is going to fall out. Everything is going to fall to pieces. Then if it still associates success with more work, it is going to be like, holy shit, success creates this overflow of all of the things going wrong. And so then, of course, it's going to sabotage success. This is where I see a lot of people fall into procrastination. And the number one tip that I always see about damn procrastination is write a better to-do list, connect back to your why, like all of these things. While they're nice tips, if this is what's going on, then like trying a bit harder and writing a better to-do list or like connecting back to your why is still not going to solve the fact that your subconscious mind is so damn afraid of burning out right now. And it sees so much unsafety, that's not even a word, but we're rolling with it, unsafety in creating more success. So if we want to get to that next level, we need to firstly sort out this, like if our cup is this full, we need to sort out what is going on here, rejig our business, restructure our business model, work out how we can gain back more time, all of that. We need to sort out that first. Then once we've created safety and started to rewire our mind around success being the safest place. The more success means more freedom. We get to rewrite all of those stories once we have our foundations in place. Because our mind is not silly. Like you cannot trick your mind. We can rewire it in a really strategic way though. So at every next level, and while I've created some massive, massive success, what I do is I get here and then my mind is like, holy shit, we cannot do even more. And then I have to create a new level of safety at this level in order to get here. So every time we get to bust through our own ceilings around what success gets to look like. And I can tell you right now, success and freedom does not have to mean you have to hustle and burn the hell out. I really want to show you what gets to be possible when we actually do this work on a deeper level. Like this is not some wishy-washy shit where I'm telling you, hey, just go to the beach and like feel good and manifest and then money drops in. And while I'm a big fan of like manifestation practices, there is so much deeper to it. And like this session today has only just scratched the surface. There is so much more even behind this that we get to rewire. And it gets to be so bloody exciting and fun when we get to do this work and so empowering. Because when you do this work, it not only shifts your reality instantly, but you have now become your next level self. And no one can take that away from you. When you do the inner work, no matter what is happening around you, no matter what the social media platforms are doing, or no matter what strategies are working right now, you have now leveled yourself up. And that is something that will be with you forever. This work gets to be so damn powerful. So if you have loved this session, please, please, please like, subscribe, comment with which tip resonated most with you. I would love to hear. And if you would like a part 2 where I deep dive into the actual business structures and strategies that I've built out to create massive overflows of income, to streamline my marketing, to really work for me, then please comment part 2 in the comments and I will put something together for you, because I love diving so deep into all of this. And actually, it is why I created my whole 3-month mastermind, where we literally go so balls deep on the mindset and the strategy to creating your freedom business, but not the freedom business that people think of. This is the deepest work that we can do behind the scenes on marketing, consumer psychology, our own psychology, all of it inside of my 3-month mastermind. So if you are interested, I run it 2 times a year, depending on when you're watching this. The link is in the caption, so check it out, or come and send me a DM on Instagram, because I love working with powerful badasses who just are so ready to rewrite their own reality and create a whole new level of illogical success. So come and send me a DM. I would love to chat and cannot wait to jump on the next session with you real soon. See you guys.